Hey everyone, it's a new set coming, so that means it's time to record a new spoiler reaction. So, just gonna go from the commons forward. This one will be a quick one because I'm just doing the top 5 commons that will be relevant from this set. So, this is number 5 for me. It's Undercity Eliminator, 7 mana, 3/3 black creature, Gorgon Assassin. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may destroy target creature you control. If you do, exile the first opposing creature. So this might be a cheap option for people who need to use a creature for one of those creature destroy objectives, like the black node of Revolving Planeswalk from, I think, the All Will Be One set. This probably won't be used very much for most people, but it has some use to it for those kind of objectives. Number 4, we got Snarling Gorehound, 6 mana, 1/1 with Menace, black creature dog. When a creature with base power 2 or less enters the battlefield reinforced on your control, surveil 1. So this is a cheap way to destroy your library, basically. When you're creating a bunch of tokens, however you want to do that, whether it's, with Tainted Adversary, we got some new creature token generators coming to the game in this set as well. So this will be a good way to not only kind of filter through your library to get the pieces you want in your library next into your hand, but this will also help fill your graveyard for many different reasons that you might want to do that. So budget option for doing that. Number 3, we got Vengeful Tracker. It's a 8 mana, 2/2 creature, human detective, red. When an artifact support you control is destroyed, deal 2 damage to your opponent's planeswalker. Another cheap budget option to create a ping damage type of deck with this. So, obvious choice if you're going to be going the route of Guillaume and flooding up our board with food tokens and destroying them through many different means is a decent way to deal a bunch of damage to your opponent's planeswalker. I think this will be kind of a combo card, but I'm going to see if I can build some sort of like peasant type of deck that will actually make this card fairly relevant. And yeah, we'll see. I think I'll have fun with this card. Definitely not a top tier card, but one that I think will be worth messing around with. Number 2, Out Cold. 8 mana, spell card, blue. Can't have its mana drained or raised. Sometimes that is relevant. Disable up to the first 2 opposing creatures until the beginning of your next turn, then investigate. So I thought this was just a good way to cheaply disable your opponent creatures. You cast this. It even has flash too, so that's also very relevant if you get like you run into a Sarkhan who's about to throw out like an Atraxa and a Galta. If you have this in your hand with flash, at least you won't die that turn or get some really nasty stuff thrown at you and put you in a really bad situation. At least this is kind of a stopgap card for that. And it's got a nice little investigate thing there, so you're going to create a clue token as well. So, is it an amazing card? Maybe not, but for being a common card for 8 mana, I think it's a pretty decent card. Also, because it's untargeted, you can then disable your opponent's creatures, and then you can make your opponent's hexproof creatures targetable, and then you could throw a Sleep with the Fishes on them or whatever you want. So, pretty useful card, I would say, especially for a common. And number 1 for me is going to be Makeshift Binding. 9 mana, white spell card, exile the first opposing creature, then gain 2 life. Pretty straightforward. Untargeted removal for white, and you get a little bonus of gaining 2 life. Usually negligible, but sometimes you have things that trigger when you gain life, so it could be relevant in certain situations. So there you have it. Just wanted to get this one up and out really quickly. And yeah, I'm going to come back with the ranking my top 10 uncommons. See you then.